Let's see what they do with their next turn. Ooh, land comes into play tap. That's not good. But they got a Flesh Gorger, which is cool. Alright. But I got this. So we're going to destroy that. And we'll pay the life. Take action. GG! GG, friend. So I had this idea for a deck. It's been rattling around in my head for a few days now. So I finally decided to sit down and put it into action. I wanted to take a deck idea of +1/+1 counters, add a few synergies, and try to make a deck out of it. And it actually came together pretty nicely. So I had this idea when I was looking at two of the new cards from Lost Caverns of Ixalan. And that's Kutsil, the Malamet Exemplar, and Sovereign Akanekahau. So these two guys both give you synergies based off of if you have creatures that have power greater than their starting power. So like this one right here, says whenever one or more creatures you control, each with power greater than its base power, deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Pretty cool. Card draw. I like that. And then this one, whenever Sovereign Akanekahau attacks, for each creature you control with power greater than that creature's base power, put a number of +1/+1 counters on that creature equal to the difference. So if you have like 2 +1/+1 counters on a creature already, then he's going to add like an additional +2. Whatever like the starting base power of your creature was, plus the modified power that your creature currently has, he's going to like make up the difference and give you more. So this guy is like just a really cool snowball effect character. I really like him a lot. So what we did to kind of like make this deck cohesive is we added a bunch of creatures that get bigger on their own or through the help of other creatures. So we have 4 copies of Hopeful Initiate. So creature with training gets +1/+1 counters whenever you attack. And also he has a great ability of 2 and a white, remove 2 +1/+1 counters from among creatures you control, destroy target artifact or enchantment. Really, really solid card. And then you have C-Note Scout, comes in as potentially a 2/2 for 1 mana if it sees a non-land card when it explores. So really, really strong card for like those first turns. So I added 4 copies of the C-Note Scout in here too. I got 2 copies of Cathar Commando in here, and this one was more of like a meta call because I've been seeing a lot of just toys in general being played, like a lot of artifacts, a lot of enchantments, especially white enchantments that lock up your creature. So I wanted something that I could use to break those open, as well as have a 3 power flash creature for sneaky blockers. So I put a couple copies of that in here. Here is one of like the best cards in the deck, and it's because this card puts a +1/+1 counter on every creature that is attacked this turn on its backside Light Shield Array. The front side is fantastic as well. It really puts it disrupts your opponent's game plan. So it says, when Invasion of Gobekon enters the battlefield, look at target opponent's hand. You may exile a non-land card from it. For as long as that card remains exiled, its owner may play it. A spell cast this way costs 2 more to cast. So this plus Thalia, Guardian of Thraben, and Anointed Peacekeeper gives me a nice little package of hand disruption for my opponent. And on top of that, Kutsil has a ability that says your opponents can't cast spells during your turn. So that really messes up a whole lot of different game plans with just these 4 cards. So that's kind of like the sub theme of the deck. It's like the A plan is putting +1/+1 counters on creatures and swinging with them. The backup plan is having all this disruption to kind of mess up your opponent. It works really well against control decks. So, also, like I just said, we have Thalia in here. 2/1, first strike, non-creature spells cost 1 more to cast. And it doesn't really affect us very much because the only spell in the deck is Invasion of Gobekon. Everything else is a creature. Kyrian Beastcaller is in here because she gets bigger for every time you play another creature. And if this dies, I get to distribute the +1/+1 counters that she's been collecting onto the rest of the team. Then we got the Anointed Peacekeeper. Adeline is in here because she's just a fantastic card at only 3 mana. And because this is a creature-based strategy, I felt like she needed to be in here. And also because of the fact that her power is always going to be greater than starting power, so she'll get the benefit from Kutzil and from the Sovereign. And then we have the Wandering Emperor. Wandering Emperor is in here because, first off, she's just a fantastic card. Great removal. I must reiterate. Invasion Gobakon and Emperor are the only non-creatures in the deck. There you go. But also because she puts a +1/+1 counter on another creature, which helps out with the growth theme of this deck. Okay, and next we have a couple backup creatures. We have the Doomscar Warrior. It's a 4/3 with backup 1, and if you don't know what backup is, basically you target another creature that you already have in play, and you give it a +1/+1 counter equal to the number of backups on it. So this is backup 1, it gives a +1/+1 counter to another creature, but it also gives the entire text box of the backup creature onto another creature. So what this guy's going to do is he's going to give another big creature trample. Like, for example, the Kyrian Beastcaller. Kyrian Beastcaller gets really big, but gets chump blocked a lot. Doomscar Warrior has the opportunity to give that creature trample. And also the full text box right here where it says, whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player or battle, look at that many cards from the top of your library. You may reveal a creature or a land card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. So however much damage that we punch for, we get to draw a card off the top of the library. Not too bad. And the ability to give trample to another creature is really strong too. And then there's the Sovereign, and we have the Boonbringer Valkyrie. And Boonbringer Valkyrie is the other backup creature in the deck, and it's really good for stabilizing a game if you're taking a lot of damage, or if you just want to give flying to another creature. Really strong. So this is 4/4, backup 1, flying first strike lifelink. Really solid card. It's a little expensive for this deck. That's why there's only 2 of them in here. Because I want to have like some versatility, but not a whole lot of like high-end cards in the deck. So if you look at the mana base, it's mostly 1s, 2s, 3s, a couple 4s, and a couple 5s. That's it. Everything else is pretty straightforward. Mana base itself, you got a couple like Anjos, some plains, a couple of Bosejus, some forests, brushland, overgrown farmland, Razorridge Thicket, and 4 copies of the Restless Prairie. Restless Prairie, as a manland, is really strong in this deck because its effect when it attacks is it gives all your other creatures +1/+1 for the turn, which plays into this, makes all your other guys better. It's just a really strong card for what it does. And even if you get your board wiped, you can still attack with Restless Prairie, so pretty good. So that is the deck. I really like the theme of this deck to just like put a bunch of dudes out there, make them tall, and start swinging. So we're going to take it out onto the ladder and see how it does tonight. God Complex. All right. Great name. Great. Okay. So this is not what I would call a good hand. 2 lands that come into play tapped is not good. So we're going to mulligan that. All right. So we got 3 lands, Hopeful Initiate, Adelaide, and 2 Kutzils. We'll keep it. We'll send 1 Kutzil back. Alright, first up, plains into Hopeful Initiate. Alright, turn 2, it gives us a Talia. Now here's to hoping we can draw a second white source next turn, because I would love to get Adelaide on the table. Not going to be it. That's fine though. We got Kutzil. Alright. Hopeful Initiate. Boom, boom. We get to draw. And, ooh, it's an Invasion of Gobakon. Alright, they play their 3rd land. It's a forest. And they don't like my creature. So that goes bye-bye. Alright, so we got our second white. So now we can start swinging it even harder. Boom, boom, boom. They're at 11. Let's see what they do with their next turn. Ooh, land comes to play tap. That's not good. But they got a Flesh Gorger, which is cool. Alright. But I got this. So we're going to destroy that. And we'll pay the life. Take action. GG! GG, friend. That was a quick first game. Not too bad. Okay, our second game, we have Razorverge Thicket and Restless Prairie. Restless Prairie comes into play tapped, but we don't have anything to play on turn 1. So this is kinda keepable? Let's find out. Alright, Prairie first. Alright, Forest. Okay, this isn't too bad. We got a second land coming in. So go and play Carrion Beastcaller. What are we up against? Okay, we're also up against Selesnya. Okay, we're up against enchantments. Gotcha. Alright, let's go ahead and play the Boseiju. And play Kutzil. And attack. Alright, we get the draw. Nice. So what are you going to play this turn? Okay, you're going to drop Audacity. I'm okay with that. And Michiko's Ranger. Ooh, that's going to hit really hard this turn. That's fine. I'm okay with it. No blocks. Ouch. Okay, my turn. We'll play the Restless. And then we will play the Invasion of Gobekon. Ooh, Catilda. Hallowed Haunting. But they don't have another land. So, let's go ahead. And for right now, I think the other Michiko's Reign of Truth might be the play. Because they'll be able to play any of these. Yeah, we'll go with the Michigos. Okay. And then we'll play a Hopeful Initiate. And we will attack. So this will attack here. This will attack here. Go for it. Okay, we get the Light Shield Array. And we get the card draw. Not too bad. And those guys get bigger. Mr. Jukai's gonna get big again. But he could play that other Michiko's Reign of Truth and completely screw me. Oh, but he's not going to. He's going to play the Spirit of Companion to draw a card. What is he trying to dig up, though, is the question. Alright, coming in. No blocks. Pass. Alright, my turn. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and play the Overgrown Farmland. And we are going to activate to destroy that. Remove 1 from there, 2 from there. So he's still a 3/3. Eliminate that. You can draw your card off of that, that's fine. I got no problem with that. And we'll play a second Invasion of Gobekon. And we will get rid of... we would only get rid of 1 Catilda. We'll get rid of the Hallowed Haunting. Okay. Then next, we will attack. This is going to go here. These two are going to go here. Alright, they let it happen. Alright, Light Shield Array comes back. Draw a card. End turn. Bigger, bigger. Alright, Michiko comes back. They are still stuck on 3 lands, which is great for us. Okay, they're at 4 now. So they could play a Michiko's Reign of Truth over here. They still can't play the Hallowed Haunting, though, because that's going to cost them 6. They probably want to play a Catilda. Yeah, I play Catilda. That's what I would have done. Not an enchantment yet. When he goes to the graveyard, it will be, though. Okay, they are choosing not to attack. Alright, I'm going to play a Plains, and I'm going to play a Doomscar. Doomscar is going to give that trample. And next, we attack with all three of these. Alright, they go to 3. Alright, so we can play a C-Note Scout, Sovereign Heal creature or land. I believe we already played a land for the turn. So give me the C-Note Scout. Ooh, Oseju. Very nice. I'm going to save my mana. Boom, boom. There's some big boys. Very big boys. Alright, let's see what you got for me. Okay, Jukai. See, I'm assuming he wants to play Michigos for the Catilda. If I'm correct. Oh, no, he chose incorrectly. Okay. Or maybe he didn't choose incorrectly. Let's see, what's the modified cost here? It's modified to 2, that's modified to 1. Yeah, I think you actually did get me. Because I can eliminate one of them, but not 3 of them. Yeah. Yeah, you got it. Good game, bro. Very good game. Okay, this is an atrocious hand, so we're gonna send that away. Hi, how you doing? Hi. Here, hop down, buddy. There you go. Good girl. Okay, that's a little bit more keepable. We'll keep it. We're gonna send back... I'll send back one of the invasions. We don't really need 2. Okay, we're up against red, so show me a Swift Spear. Play with fire. Alright, so go Razor Verge Thicket, and we'll go with the Kyrian Beast Collar. See if you have a removal spell for it. You probably do. You're playing red. Yep, there it is. Right, Phoenix Jet comes in. Take 1. Alright, get another land, and we will go with Kutsil. I went with Kutsil instead of the Kyrian, just to have a creature with 3 toughness. Sticky fingers, huh? Right. You got a treasure token. Interesting choice for that deck, honestly. Alright. Invasion of Gobekon. Let's see. In the festivities, Shivan. Let's get rid of your Mechanized Warfare. Yeah. That's a card we don't want to see, ever. Right, play that. Let's go beat the battle. Get it back on our side. And turn. Alright, Kutsil's now 4/4. Sweet. Alright, Squeeze coming in. Pass. Just attacking with the flyers. Okay. I can be into that. Get a treasure token. Alright, my turn. Alright. Play the Brushland. And then next, I'll attack. Alright, we go in. We get the draw from Kutzil, and we draw another Kutzil. Alright, cool. Alright. See what you do. Alright. Casting End the Festivities. Pass again. Alright, he's going to come in with everything. I'm going to cast Wandering Emperor to eliminate that.
This is what you get for hurting my people.
Okay, let me take some damage. No big deal. Okay, so this is probably where we lose the game, because we have another legendary creature in our hand and a land. That's not going to get us there. So next, and I'm going to attack with Kutzil alone. I'm down to 9, draw another card. That doesn't help me at all. This is some really bad top decks. Really bad. Yeah, see, now he plays that. Mm-hmm. There you go. Let's keep you in check. We'll get your land. What? You concede? Alright, I'll take it. I mean, you kind of had me on the ropes there. I guess that was your one shot to win, huh? Hey, our opponent today is Nugget Man. Let's see what kind of deck Mr. Nugget Man is playing. So, we got 3 lands. Hopeful Initiate, Catholic Commando, Invasion of Gobekon, and the Wandering Emperor. Well, it's not too bad. We'll keep it. Okay, so we're on the play, so we're going to go with the Razorverge Thicket first into a Hopeful Initiate. Alright. And our opponent is on the same game plan. So we'll go Igonjo into Talia. And no attacks because it'd be pointless. Okay, so they're on white-black. Alright, Overgrown. Let's see here. We're going to go with Invasion. Ooh, Wandering Emperor, Soul Partition, Union. Okay, so this is some kind of this is some kind of like mono white stall out control style deck. Alright, they're gonna partition that. Alright, gonna attack in. Alright, Restless Prairie comes in. And we will play the Kyrian Beastcaller. And we'll attack right there. Alright, another land. What you gonna do with all that land? I would play Sigarda. I would imagine, at least. Oh, no. Playing the Archangel. Looks good to me. Alright, so let's see here. What can we do about this? So, I'm thinking we play Doomscar. And we are going to target this creature to get +1. And then we're going to attack there with both of them. That's about what I thought. I'm kind of surprised you didn't block with both, though. Reveal a creature or land? Honestly, give me a land at this point. And play the land. Alright, end turn. So we see a Sigarda Splendor and 2 units in hand. So this is a life gain deck of some sort. So this is probably a deck aimed at beating mono red. Ooh, Voice of the Blessed. Okay, that's a good choice. Okay, you come on in with 3 damage. And you gain life, put a +1 counter there. Alright, my turn. So let's go ahead and play the Anointed Peacekeeper. And we are going to choose Union of the Third Path. Make that a little more difficult for you. Attack with those. Okay. Alright, you block there. You go to 17. And that's that. Alright, they play Sigarda Splendor. They're probably going to attack with the Archangel again. Correct? Yes. Alright, +1 counter there. Alright, end of turn, play the Cathar Commando. Alright, my turn. Alright, play land. And we're going to go in with those 3. Let's see what you do. Alright, all goes through. Alright, you're a 1. What do I want? Give me that Gancho. And end turn. Alright. Team gets bigger. You do not draw a card from Sigarda Splendor, because you took a lot of damage that turn. Aspiring Overseer. Okay. Alright, gain a life, draw a card. Ooh, it's got Vigilance now. Better watch out. Attack with just that? Sure. No blocks. I go to 7. And my turn. What to do? Nothing. Alright, my air up. Alright, we're coming in. Okay. Okay, so we got 4 mana there, and this is... yeah, it's revealed, but what's its cost, though? How many legendaries do I have? Do I have any? I don't have any legendaries on the table, so that cost is not modified at all. So what we'll do... is we'll eliminate that. There you go. Easy. Okay, so we're looking at 2 lands here. Only white lands, though. We have Invasion of Nagobakon, Talia, Wandering Emperor. We have a C-Note Scout we can't cast, and a Kutsa we can't cast. So we're going to have to mulligan this. Okay, that's a little bit better. Hopeful into Invasion, into Adelaine, into Kutsa. So we're going to keep this. We're going to send the Kutsa back. Alright, first land for turn is going to be the Brushland, so we can cast the Hopeful Initiate. We'll probably follow up with the Invasion of Gobakon, unless you draw something better. Okay. Alright, land, Invasion. Okay. Alright, what do you got there? Topiary, Sunfall, Leyline Binding, up the Beanstalk. We're gonna get rid of your Sunfall. Turn 2, what you got? Up the Beanstalk. Okay. Draw a card off of it. Very cool. Let's see. Play the Overgrown this time. Then we'll play Adeline. It's too bad Adeline's tokens won't come out to attack a battle. But of course, Adeline was designed before battles were even thought of. So, take what we can get. Alright, Leyline Binding. They draw a card off of it. They're going to scoop up my Adeline. Okay, play that, and we'll go into the C-Note Scout. Get a land off of it. Alright, attack that. Attack that. Light Shield Array comes in. End turn. If those both get a +1 counter. Get a Forest. Probably playing the Shrubbery. That's what I thought. Alright, pass. My turn. Okay. So, let's go and play this Plains. And we're going to pay 3. We're going to remove. We're going to destroy that enchantment. We're going to remove those 2 counters. Submit 2. Alright, Adeline comes back. And we'll play a C-Note Scout. Send that to the bottom. Okay, next. End turn. Alright, boys get bigger. Hopefully they didn't draw a second Sunfall, because that will spell the end of this game. Yes! So that's exactly why you want to play the Gobakon, the Talia, the Cleric, just getting those board wipes out of hand and out of range of casting. It makes a difference in these games. It really does. Okay, so we got our games in, and now let's go ahead and do a little post-game wrap-up. So, things that I really liked about this deck is I liked the fact that the deck is mostly creatures, so you're always going to be drawing into threats unless you top deck some land, which is not that great. The real all-stars of the deck are definitely the Invasion of Gobakon. Invasion of Gobakon giving your entire team +1 counters at the end of every combat, plus being able to sacrifice it for protection for your team is insanely strong. Being able to go like Hopeful Initiate or C-Note Scout into Talia or into Invasion of Gobakon, and then into Anointed Peacekeeper or Kutsil or Adeline. It's like that's just a really, really strong curve. I like it a whole lot. And just the 4 and 5 drops end up being more like utility cards than actual like part of the curve. So having these being like 2, 2, 2, and like 3s, like that's not too shabby, honestly. Like I got no problem paying a little bit extra to get like a little extra punching power with the deck. So deck's pretty solid. Like I've got a pretty good win rate with this deck so far. I think I'm actually going to keep playing it and maybe keep iterating on this deck as time goes on. So if you liked what you saw with this deck, I'll put a link to the deck list in the description box down below, so you can take it out for a spin if you like. This is probably like a really good upgrade for the starter deck that also deals with +1 counters. I think that deck was called Growing Hope. But it follows like much of the same theme. Lots of +1 counters, building your guys up real tall, and just crushing your opponents. It's pretty solid. It's got good utility. It's got a lot of ways to break pesky enchantments and artifacts. It's decent. I like it a lot. I'm gonna keep playing this deck. So I hope you have fun with it. So till next time, take care of yourself.